the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the UCLA Bruins offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Bruins are on the move. To throw, it's Ncaa. The short hands, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 50-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Bruins!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, getting in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cross. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows?
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Starting to feel a little pressure. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
Yeah, and how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lewis to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st first down. Trying to run, it's Thomas. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting... Making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got his man quickly. There he goes. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Memphis wants to move quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the move.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Lewis wants to pass. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. You could win a lot of trivia challenges if you ask how long's it been since Memphis had a losing season. They've reeled off 11 straight winning campaigns, and Ryan Silverfield does it without big-time recruits.
No, but he has got great balance on offense. Very, very creative on that side of the football. And over the years, whoever's been the head coach and play caller, that's one thing they've seemed to do. They're a very, very tough out year in, year out.
Explosive offense. That's what you always expect. No matter who plays, come and go, these offenses are always fun to watch, high-flying, and put up a bunch of points.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely center cut.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gets it to him on the screen. He's past the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. He's got him this time. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Lewis to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking downfield very late in the half. Escapes the sack. He's going to take off. Got a first down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush is on him. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. He slings it deep to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Lewis wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Oh, a lot of space. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. It's a seam wide open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tags on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got the quick pass. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Makes the grab on the left. It's a running room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Give to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down marker. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and finds his man on the left. Turning on the Jets. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Lewis wants to pass. fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Back to pass. Looking to get it in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Runs through the tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Slings it downfield. Wideout trying to get it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.